Hello everybody, welcome to this video where I will show you how I made Down For You by Lucas Dings. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope that my CPU can handle it, because otherwise we are doomed, okay? Let me see how big I'm gonna make myself. Right, I'm gonna just reorder some things and I'll be right back. Alright, so yeah, it's working. Alright, so we'll start by looking at the vocal, right? It's just very simple. Right, really simple. I didn't really use reverb or ducking at the time, so it sounds kind of messy, but it works, right? We've got piano chords. Actually really interesting. The intro was Jesus Christ, this project is massive, right? That is insane. I can't even find my own stuff. What the hell? Alright, so I can't find the piano, but I can tell you that the piano in the intro was like hand played on a synth piano at my piano teacher's place, studio. And yeah, so that's why it has an organic rhythm. It was layered with these chords, I was gonna say. Kind of a pad, right, to make it euphoric. These atmospheres. And then halfway, or I mean, there's this, and then this loops as an atmosphere pretty much throughout the whole breaks. Which is pretty cool. Let's turn the vocal off. Here, like, go from left to right with some effects. Here, a vocal for the vocoder for the vocal comes in. Here, yeah. It's down for you. Alright, but we'll get to that part in a minute. This track has so much to cover, so I'm just gonna go over it pretty fast. So we'll go to the break. So I already showed those piano chords, basically the same chords I played on a keyboard, but with the keyboard I played a melody, and this one doesn't really have a melody, does it? I mean, it kind of does, actually. But I really like these chords. It's really confusing, but people who don't really know music theory, it's probably like, what the hell are you doing there? But you know, at some point you need to release your music theory. You need to know that like music theory doesn't help all the time. You have to learn to let it go, obviously. I mean, those chords are built off of music theory, but then all those notes are just like of a feeling, right? Strings that just come in slowly, and that's it. These pad chords just stay in, and this one comes in. Really quiet, just kind of background noise, basically. And this is a transition. I use this throughout the whole track. It doesn't really sound that good, to be honest. But I guess it works. This I have as well. Nice. Wait, is there no... Jeez, man, this project is so big. Oh yeah, that's why. See, like, I wasn't fully happy with this track. I mean, I shouldn't say that. You know, obviously I was happy, but obviously I liked it enough to release it. That's an understatement. I loved it, but I literally physically couldn't work on it anymore. I used all the mixer tracks, 125. And having to work on it would mean dumping all those tracks in another project and then adding mixer tracks, but I didn't do that, and I just kept it at this. But so yeah, I was with this one. This one doesn't have a delay, but it's a good sound. It kind of fits, you know. These downlifters. Do I really need to show that? No, I don't. I mean, let's show the drums. Let's show actually everything without instruments. I always like to do that when I show my tracks to people. It's like, yeah, I made this. Some toms, as you can see. Just, I rendered it out. It's kind of like these toms. Wait, you can't see my cursor. These toms, but like and then a fill with a sub drop, and then for the break the vocoder comes in. She made me live it, I was down for you. Yeah, so here something really interesting. First I did two parts of these snares, and then it went to the dubstep. Where's the dubstep snare? I have to find it, of course, because then otherwise you don't know what I mean. Well, oh, here it is. Wait, down. That plays in the drop, you know, and so it's kind of just like first the small snares, and then here. Kind of sick, isn't it? Okay, so let's talk about the fills, because that's really interesting. I mean, like, what the fuck is even this thing? Who came up with that shit? And what the hell? Alright, I'll show you those later, okay? When we get to the drop, then I can... No, actually, let's show them now. I guess it's not gonna play, is it? I don't know why. Basically, this was a serum sound, and it just... You know, the... Not the... I'm sounding really confusing right now. How can I explain this? Like, the... That's just a synth, but you also hear a, kind of a chord thing. And that one is basically kind of a synth with a 7th note and just a bass note, obviously, and just it creates kind of a chord. And these two on top of each other sound fucking sick, in my opinion. And then here, yeah, here's the thing that I meant alone. That goes underneath every single one of these. It's really interesting sound design, but you know, I liked it. I thought it needed to be interesting, right? And the bass in this part is different than in the drop, obviously, so it's less hard. You have the chords, you have strings. Yeah, I guess that's it. And then the build-up. The pluck chords continue, and then here you have the fill. I'll show you this. That's the melody. It has a little whistle layer on top. Right. Why is this on? So this, I don't know. It's basically, it's playing the melody, but it's a whistle. I sampled a whistle, basically. It's not my whistle. I can't damn whistle, alright? Don't ask me to. This melody is just a square wave. Really simple. Sorry, I can't show these patterns. I mean, I could. But if these were in the project, then my CPU would actually die. But I don't know why the sounds are not playing either. But this is the pattern of the melody, and then here it changes. I like changing and evolving melodies and chord progressions. Then we have the chords, the same one as here. A lot of high end, like really a lot. And then these are like panned right, and these are panned left. No clue what I did, but they're all a little different. That creates this just a massive sound, and then that combined with the melody. I'm not hearing the melody. I don't know what about you guys. Great. I guess it just doesn't want to play, but you know what the gist is of it. The bass, just really simple, gritty, deep, another gritty one, but mono, and then sub. Just really damn simple. And then this bass fill, just a serum growl, right? With the sub. Obviously you want sub. Just a serum growl somewhere from a pack. I don't know. I can't make a growl in sound design, unfortunately. But then you have these impacts, which I found pretty cool, and I added them to every single like hard-hitting moment. See, like it's every single hard-hitting moment, kind of cool, and yeah, honestly, that's it, right? This accomplishes and complements. This complements the fills, right? No clue why I added it, but this goes in the melody of the fill, and then just a random vocal, and together the fill sounds like this. That's kind of sick, in my opinion. And then the other fill doesn't have this. I don't know why not. I just did it like that, you know? That's it. Again, the drums, not a lot to show, but I'll show it anyways. And by the way, all the synths go in swells. Like this little thing is like all the synths combined and then reversed, and that happens with every single chord. So it just goes into it. You hear it? You hear like all the synths, like the bass, the chords, and the melody. And then it has to be quiet, which makes it even sicker. That rhythm is so sick. Yeah, and that creates that rhythm. Obviously, this rhythm you can only accomplish if you render your shit in waveforms. Otherwise, you can't get only if you have your release really short and your attack really short. But otherwise, just I would render it to have this rhythm. It's inspired by 7 9. You know, like that. We can hear all the details. There's also some sub drops in there where the bass is not playing. A little riser, you know? A cool little wobbly reverse. And that's the end. That I love how that melody ends. I don't know. Oh yeah, only the chords and bass play here. And then the break is pretty simple actually. It's the same bass again. Same atmospheres, to be honest. And here the loops more. So it's like, kind of like a building energy, right? And here it's a little break again with a melody. This is a whistle again, by the way. It's a damn whistle. Like it's that. Let me show it unprocessed. I don't think that's unprocessed, but oh. See? It's really actually it's really funny, but I mean it's not that funny actually, but yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? And I actually contemplated to put this melody in the drop as well, in the second drop, but didn't. Instead, oh, by the way, before I do that, I want to show these chords. That is sick. It's just a variety in the build up, right? Okay, so now show what I did in the drop instead of having this melody there in the second drop. I added this really weird fill, kind of like a submarine sound, and that's it. With the bass playing, and then in this second drop, like it has a different bass with growls as well. It's kind of like variation, like here. Like that's so sick. My PC is pretty potato. Oh, it's so sick in my opinion, but it really fits. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, that's it. And then here I add a vocal sample, and this is the original vocal, like just a cashmere, right? And I just added a pitch bend. So it's so sick. Yeah, this is sick, as you can hear with all the lag. You're gonna have to listen to this track yourself. Do it. I am telling you. Do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just want to thank you for watching, obviously. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm not kidding when I say this track is worth a listen, okay? Thank you. Thank you for watching. I'm Lucas Dinks. I hope you enjoyed hearing my voice, seeing this video. And I hope you learned something. Maybe I need to go more in depth in future videos. If you want me to do that, then leave a comment about what. Because you can't go in depth about music production. You have to go in a specific subject, if that makes sense. So let me know. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have some feedback. Leave a like. And also let me know where you're coming from, like whether it's Instagram or whether it's just your recommended, whatever. Like a YouTube subscriber even, long time subscriber when I was Illuminate Music back in the day. Like, sick to hear, honestly. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Alright. See you in the next one, and happy streaming.